Okay, thank you very much for coming. We'll start sitting comfortably cross-legged, rolling down the sit bones at the back, just tilting the pelvis, pulling up the lower abdomen, raise the sternum, and roll the shoulders back and down. Shin mudra, thumb and forefinger gently together, and the backs of the wrists on the knees. Nice and long in the neck. And just close the eyes. Taking a moment to settle the mind into the body. Relaxing the eyes in their sockets. Unfocusing the eyes behind the eyelids. Relaxing the muscles of the whole face and the whole scalp. And just become aware of how the skin is feeling. Aware of the pressure of the backs of the wrists on the knees. The slight building of energy between the thumb and the forefinger, the Shin Mudra. And the connection of the rest of the body into the mat. Lock the Mula Bandha. We pull the lock of the root chakra all the way up through the center of the body, through the chakras and into the third eye. Take a deep inhale and let it go. And again, fill the lungs and let it go. Fill the lungs and let it go. Deep inhale, expanding the tummy as well. And then rolling the tummy up from the lower abdomen with the mouth open and a restriction in the back of the throat, a silent roar. Feel how the shoulders drop, neck lengthens. Take an inhale on empty lungs. Again, silent roar. Long, slow, controlled breath. Empty the lungs and inhale deeply. Exhale, silent roar. Deep inhale, expanding the tummy. And this time with the mouth closed, Ujjayi exhale. Still hearing that hiss, but in your own ears. Even longer, even slower and more controlled. Exhale, emptying the lungs. Deep inhale when you're ready. Ujjayi, exhale. Final one when you're ready. Longest and slowest yet. And inhale, exhale. Just naturally recovering the breath. Turning the palms to hold on to the knees and begin gently rolling the whole body around in circles. Start off in little circles, just investigating how the hips and the back are feeling today. And slowly getting a little wider in your circle. Moving the shoulders in to the rotation. And then letting the head and the neck correspond with the movement. Lovely. Going in the other direction. Might want to start off a bit smaller. See how things feel. And getting bigger until we end up with quite a theatrical looking move. The eyes are closed, we're just inside the body with the mind. Lovely. Nice and straight in the back. Sitting center, tailbone tipped down, tummy in, tall and shoulders back and down. We'll raise the arm. Trying to keep the arms, elbows nice and straight. Arms up by the ears. Gently turn to the right hand side and bring the arms down. Left fingertips hook onto the right knee. Right fingertips press into the mat behind us. We're lovely and tall in the spine, not leant back or forward. Little twist. Just breathe here. Get used to being in a twist. Take a deep inhale, expand the spine. As you exhale, try to get maximum into your twist using your Ujjayi. Exhale. Pulling the tummy into the spine, massaging the internal organs, and take a deep breath. Again, Ujjayi. Exhale. Scrunch the tummy muscles up and in, empty the lungs, and take a deep inhale. And this time, Ujjayi, exhale with a slight squeeze together of the shoulder blades behind us. And a little effort just to broaden off the chest. Nice. Inhaling back to center with the arms up. Let the tailbone sit down, shoulders sink down the back. Around to the left. Right hand hooks onto left knee. Try to keep this bend in this this right arm so that you can keep the shoulder back. A few breaths here, get used to being in a twist. Deep inhale, expanding the spine. Ujjayi, exhale into the twist. Finding a comfortable maximum. Deep inhale. Ujjayi, exhale, collapsing the tummy into the spine. Inhale deeply. Exhale, moving the shoulder blades back together a little bit, trying to broaden it off the chest. Lovely. Inhale, up to center. Down to the right hand side, pushing the hand into the mat, sticking the left sit bone back down and reach across with the left hand. Imagine that reach is poking out through the end of the fingertips, infinity style. Roll back this right shoulder here, make sure it's rolled back and down. If it's sticking forward, elbow is going to end up here. Roll it back and down and try and drop the elbow. Keeping connection between the left sit bone and the mat. Side stretch. And only looking up under the arm if it's comfortable for the neck. Otherwise, look wherever you like. Take a deep inhale and a strong core exhale, coming up to center. Inhale here. Exhale, left side. Pushing into the mat, reaching across. And then making sure that left shoulder's rolled back and down so we can place the elbow on the mat. Deep breath. Big side stretch. Deep inhale, strong core up to center, and then hands come down on the knees and we roll ourselves back off the sit bones, keeping the chin forward for a moment until the end of the exhale. The chin can clamp down onto the neck. Inhale, push the chest forward, pull the knees into you, but keep the feet high. Exhale back. Inhale, pulling in. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. And exhale, back. Remember which ankle is in front, and we'll go into a savasana. So bring the ankles up in line with the knees and hold on under the knees if you need to keep the back nice and straight. If you can keep the back nice and straight and release the arms, that's what we'll do. Nice. Coming back into a cross-legged with the opposite leg in front. Quite wide here with the knees. And we'll creep our fingertips forward, keeping that back straight. So it doesn't matter how far down you go, as long as you don't end up all like this, because we're pushing the chest forward to get that nice straight back. And so if you just are here, yeah, that's fine. We're not looking to round off the back, we're looking to let the hips open, which means folding in the hips. Support yourself on spider fingertips. And if it's too far, you can use some blocks underneath your fingertips here. And those blocks you can just push forward. If on the Ujjayi exhale, we get any bend in the elbows. So attempt it, tight in the tummy, strong in the throat. Ujjayi exhale, will the elbows bend a little bit? And if they will, then maybe you can walk forward with the fingertips. Take another one, deep inhale. See if there's any more to be had. Down and forward. Breathing into the one hip, which is probably being felt more than the other. And we're going to walk our fingertips over from here to the right hand side to begin with, so that we end up with the torso over the right thigh. Stretched forward, this left arm is creating a little bit of a stretch up the side body here, and we're trying to keep both sit bones still pinned to the mat. Breathe and let yourself down if you can come any further. Very good. See how much we can get out of this right side stretch. Now we've done that. So the elbow, move it back in line with the hip. We're coming to the same side stretch as we did at the beginning of class. Reach the arm up and see if you can pin the opposite left sit bone down a little bit more easily, or get that elbow down a little bit more easily. So we've increased our ability a little bit. Nice. Left fingertips, stretch over to the right and walk the fingers back round to center, and walk fingers over to the left. This is where I get the stretch in the opposite knee. Feel free to support yourself as you feel fit. Lovely. Good stretch up through that right hip, and then lay the full forearm of the left down on the left side and open up. Chest faces forward. Deep breaths. Very nice. Deep breath. Exhale, coming back up into, and we'll go straight for an savasana. So the knees are quite close. If you could do this, yeah, if that was possible, yeah, then when you're in savasana, what you want is the knees to stay as close to the chest as they are there. Oh, which is a bit of a struggle. let's have a go at this. Two thumbs, the forefinger and the middle finger around the toes. Might just be that you are working on the balance to stay here. We've gone wide with the knees. The wide knees are really almost happy baby kind of legs out to the side here. The elbows being closer to each other than the knees are. Yeah? So work on the balance here. If you are balanced and you're happy, see if one leg will go long and straight whilst you pull the other one in, and vice versa. Little push away of the heel as you come into that straight leg. And both legs straight. What are the chances? Possibly quite difficult to not just roll straight back. Those of you who are here with me, see if the heels will be pushed forward slightly, and then bring the legs into touch. Those of you who are bent legs, have a savasana. We'll all have a savasana where we release, but those of us who've got straight legs, we can try and keep them straight up here. Lovely. Both legs round to the left hand, right hand side. And bring the shoulders back here over the hips. So there's not this temptation to end up on a diagonal. Knees are wide, left foot's in front, right foot's behind. We're turning to the left. With a slight pick up and roll forward of the right hip. Remember, you can give yourself your own little massage in that hip to encourage its opening. Lovely. Back into Navasana, as in half Navasana or full Navasana. Both knees round to the left. Shoulders center over the hips. And we'll turn to the right. Little lift up and roll forward in this left hip. Close the eyes, imagine the mind in the body. Breathing into this opening left hip. You can give it a little massage if required. Very nice. We're going to make sure that we've got a block hanging around either end of the mat. And we're just going to have a forearm plank. So we interlace the fingers, place the forearms down so they make a bit of a triangle. The elbows are under the shoulders. And step back into flexed toes. Nice and strong through the shoulders, slight tucking under of the tailbone. Breathe. Great, we're going to go for a dolphin. So push the bottom up, take a little step in with those flexed toes, and aim the forehead down to the mat. And just try and let the heels down as much as possible, whilst also turning the tailbone up to the sky. Really good for the flexibility of the shoulders. Deep breath. Shoulder plank. So coming back down. Back into dolphin. Take that step forward. It's a few inches. Don't be afraid to engage your breath. Gosh, that was a big bang. Into a plank again. And then the knees come down and we'll push back for a child's pose. Leaving the arms forward. Feel that stretch under the arms and the side body. Looking to the thumbs then, up on all fours, and we're going to try with a side plank. So you can move the knees over towards your left hand side, pop the right hip down, and just get some form here with the right forearm right down. You can hold on to that forearm with the left and just push the knees into the mat as you bring the hips up off the mat. That's fine. Side plank. Sometimes you'll want to send the legs out straight, or half and half is with that left leg put down for some support. Either way, trying to get a nice straight side body. And those of you who are game, all the way up with the arm. Pressing the left toes into the top of the right toes. Coming down, back onto the knees, stretch child's pose. Look to the thumbs, picking up the bottom, settle the left forearm down and the left hip. Can just hang on to the wrist, left wrist with the right hand, and push the hips up off the mat. It's a good place to stop. If you want, we can go straight with the left leg, right leg down, or full plank. Raise the arm if you want. Beautiful. Back down on the knees. Stretch the side body. Child's pose. we'll send the right knee, right leg out straight. Still in the child's pose here. If you need to, with a block under that leg to support the knee. Maybe you now need a block under the head. So we're breathing into the inner thigh of the right. We're really stretching the adductor muscles here. Okay, raise the head, up onto straight arms, and then up onto this left knee. And move the right heel in line. So you can see I've got this line here, the edge of my mat actually. Heel corresponding with knee. And a little, almost as if you're not pushing the hips forward exactly, but you're not allowing them to set themselves back happily. You know, you're bring them slightly forward so you get that opening down here. Arms out on the cross. Shoulders down, neck long, strong in the arms. And then we're going to move over to this right leg, which is out straight. So try and stay between two panes of glass here. Don't let the bottom back and the chest forward, and do this. Two panes of glass, imaginary. Out we go. And windmill down. Possibly you find yourself a block here. That's good, doesn't matter. Just find that stretch. So ideally we'll have a plumb line from these fingertips to these fingertips. You can look up if it's comfortable. It's a balance, it's a side stretch, it's a core hold. Very nice. Inhale, exhale, up to center. Inhale at center, and then down to the right, left, sorry. Maybe you'll find a block here. Swoosh the right arm all the way around in a big semicircle. So we end up here. Full stretch. Connect with your breath. Connect with your body. Open your energy pathways, your nadis. Release the traffic. Deep inhale, strong exhale, up to center, and back down onto both knees. Pop the bottom down. We'll have child's pose with the left leg out. Remember, if you need to, there can be a block somewhere under this leg to stop that knee from trying to do something it's not meant to do. Down into the child's pose. Use a block under your forehead if it helps. Breathe strong into those adductor muscles under the left side. Also, you can give yourself one of those little yogi massages. It'd be nice to help them release. Lovely. Walking up onto straight elbows and then launching up onto that right knee. And a little step forward, bringing the left heel in line with the knee. And remember that slight effort to just not let the hips pop back. Pull the hips forward in line. Raise the arms, nice and strong through the arms. And out we go between two panes of glass, over to the left. Windmill, down. Feel that side stretch up through the right hip. Try to broaden and lengthen off through the shoulder blades. Balance on your left hand on a block if you need some support, but we like to use the core as well. Nice. Inhale deeply then. Strong core as you come to center, exhale. And then reach down to the right hand side. Maybe you find a block down here. Either way. Swoosh the left arm in a big semicircle right down to the hip, all the way in front of you, all the way over to the right. Maximum side stretch. No collapsing into this right shoulder, really strong. Don't let the inner elbow pop out here either. Keep that inner elbow facing, same as the chest. Deep inhale, strong core up to center, and then step this left knee in under our right knee. And turn the hands so that the fingers are facing down the buttocks and we're holding the haunches nice and tight. Tilt hips forward, almost as if you can raise the pelvic bone, tuck the tailbone in. Strong through the legs. You don't have to be with your knees together. It might help to have your knees slightly wider apart. Just let the body back, elbows squeeze together. Full stretch up from the solar plexus all the way down the abs. Lovely. Real opening in the front hips here as well. Strong core, exhaling, coming forward. Ooh, I know. Reach the arms down. Get those fingertips down and curl the back up like it's a cat-cow. Nice. Strong in the fingertips. Step up onto each toe. Yogi squat. Palms come to the center of the heart. Raise the body and just balance. Let's see how we get on extending the right leg out to the side. So possibly it's not going to happen unless you've got a bit of extra stability under the left knee, and then pop the right leg out. Feel free to have that foot down. Also, very much helps with stability. Raise the arms if we can. If we're just holding on to a block, then don't bother raising the arms, but if they'll go, they'll go. Bringing everything down. Moving the right leg in. Moving the left out. Heart center with the prayer. Looking very nice. Oh, Peter, I was just going to say how good that was looking and you came out. Isn't that always the way? If you need to come out, come out. Always come back in. Raise the arms if it's going to work. Not if it's not, doesn't matter. Lovely. Coming back just into your yogi spot. Keep the knees nice and wide, hands into the prayer, and set the elbows. So bring the body down, set the elbows into the fleshy part of the legs, and really squeeze the elbows out so that we are, again, stretching the adductor muscles. Breathe. Palms down on the right hand side. Yeah. Left knee down. We're going to just move ourselves into a pigeon. So that left leg has gone all the way back out here. The right heel, this right heel is actually under the left hip. So there's a diagonal as you place the shin on the mat. And then pick up the hips so they're parallel facing down to the mat. And just let yourself down gently, tummy to thigh. See how you get on being in Sphinx. And maybe you just want to stay here. If so, there's always a block hanging around to pop your head on and relax. Or you can go all the way forward with the arms, maybe a forehead down on a block here. If it's all the way, forehead comes down to the mat. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and expand the muscles in the hips. So the glutes, the piriformis, the sacrum, and the hamstring. Inhale into them. And then exhale, releasing them. Look to the thumbs, bringing the head up, walking the hands back underneath the shoulders, and we'll take a full plank, okay? So, set the heel of the hand underneath the shoulders, and make sure that we're not letting the elbow, the inner elbow, pop out and face forward. We've got to roll that in, so each inner elbow is facing each other. Tuck the left toes. Push into the left heel, but really bring the tummy up. Yeah, strong core, step it back. Plank. Shoulders are pulled away from each other, tailbone slightly tucked in. Full down dog, move the bottom up, take a teeny step in, let the heels drop. And then this time the left shin comes all the way forward, pops down on the mat diagonally. So the left heel is under the right hip bone. Squeeze yourselves back and down. Right foot is flat and all the way down there. This is the left knee up here, and this is the left heel under the right hip. Move the forearm arms down. See how you feel here. And if you can, squeeze all the way down into the pigeon. Remember to breathe your awareness into the glutes and let them go. Lifting the eyes to look at the thumbs, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, and we'll just pop ourselves down on that hip and launch the legs forward for our final Navasana. Making sure nothing's going to get in our way for coming to savasana. Drop it down quite slowly. Half Navasana here. And then bring the feet flat down onto the mat. Shimmy the shoulder blades together and push the hips up. Keep control of the knees. If you can go the whole hog, you can interlace the fingers under the sacrum. And then roll about so that you're really just balanced on the tops, backs of the arms and the feet and the back of the head. Nice and long in the neck, chin clamped down to the chest. Extra push high, and then release the fingers. Let the shoulders away from each other, exposing the spine to the mat. Roll the spine down, one by one. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Until you get through your lumbar. Place the tailbone down and let the legs long. Feet flop out to the side. Arms turn to the sky. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, relax. Relax the eyes in their sockets. Unfocus the eyes behind the eyelids. Relax the forehead. Relax the cheeks. Release the tongue in the mouth. And soften the jaw all the way up to the temples. Relaxing the muscles of the whole face. And the whole scalp. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, relax. Relax the throat, relax the neck, relax the collarbones and the very tops of the shoulders. Relax across the shoulder blades, the upper chest. Relax the upper arms, and the elbows, and the forearms, and the wrists and the fingers. Relax. Inhaling. Exhale, let the whole rib cage, front and back, just relax. Relax the mid-back, Relax the tummy. Relax the lumbar. Relax the lower back and the sacrum. Relax the lower abdomen and the glutes. Relax the whole pelvic area. Relax the thighs. Relax the knees. Relax the calves. Relax the ankles and the heels and the toes. Relax the whole body and relax the mind. Everything else can wait. Nice and slowly let the head roll from side to side. And take a slightly deeper breath, waking up the body, and a little wriggle of the fingers and toes. Bring your ankles together, stretch your arms up above your head. Take a long body stretch with a slight press of the mid-spine down towards the mat, pushing the heels away, flexing the toes up towards you. Long and strong body stretch. Keep the core engaged as you bring the knees up to meet the hands and hold on to each knee with each hand. Nice big rotations of the knees in the same direction. So you feel that you're massaging the lower back on the mat. And remembering to go in the opposite direction. And let the body roll down to the fetal position, using the upper arm as a pillow. We'll just spend a moment here thanking ourselves for getting on the mat, for connecting our minds to our bodies for a whole hour, and for thinking of very little else whilst we say the prayer to the body that is yoga asana, and for taking our me time. Nice and slowly coming up to a seated position, maybe without even opening the eyes, trying to maintain a moment of bliss. I'll close the class with 3 Aum and 3 Shanti if you'd like to join me. You're all on mute. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Well, that brightens up a Monday morning anyway, doesn't it?
Thank you.
Thank you.